the way I look at the scheduler is there's a little computer man who's inside of your machine. And
Yeah.
when that time comes around for it to start or stop, he goes up, scroll up to the top. He goes up and he actually clicks that start stop button for you.
Okay.
So what that means is the start stop button is actually independent of the cryo schedule. So let's say it's 3 p.m. on Wednesday and you're wanting to close early. You don't need to come in here and change the schedule time. All you have to do is come in here and hit stop. And then the next day, the scheduler will start it independently. So it'll basically,
So this
your
allows
start,
an override, essentially.
correct. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then you've got settings we won't go through. We did diagnostics, dashboard. So dashboard. We had covered dashboard briefly. So this
So
is
some
more for
yeah,
customers.
so some typical things you probably want to understand is like we have cryo chamber temperature and we pre-chamber temperature. It's worth noting that pre-chamber is not cooled actively in the ethos. The only thing that's actively cooled is the cryo room. But that pre-chamber will eventually cool down
Mhm.
um, over, the next couple hours until it pretty much bottoms out like -20. Once it's at that temperature, the pre-chamber specifically, that's really where your cryotherapy chamber will be at its maximum performance.
Mhm.
Meaning typically we can't really pool much more than 100-degree differential temperature difference between the pre-chamber and the cryo chamber. Meaning if the pre-chamber is at 50 degrees, the best we're really going to be able to have in terms of maximum performance is at -50 degrees in the cryo chamber. So once that pre-chamber drops below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, that gives you the really rapid recovery times that you're looking for if you're sending people back to back to back to back to back to back. So there is a dependence there.